I wasn't sure it was going to turn on this time either. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, and to some, have a pleasant evening. This is Grand Madam. Well, a few moments ago, I just saw an article about Pete Davidson going back into therapy. And I'm wondering, I did not know he was a borderline personality. He has borderline personality disorder. Okay? And that is like an umbrella of different things going on inside of someone. They're not quite anything. They're not quite sociopathic. They're not quite depressed. They're not quite this. They're not quite that. But they're still expressing a whole realm of ideas and the ways of thinking and the ways of being that do not create a healthy lifestyle for themselves. Okay, and we do see this a lot in young people. Now, I'm going to look into Pete Davidson. But I also would like to know what is going on with Kim Kardashian that she married someone who was bipolar. And her first lover after the divorce is someone who's borderline personality. Unless she's a psychotherapist and she wants to start a practice, that's quite an interesting feat. Now, not too long ago, I forgot which book it was in, Iyanla Van Zant talked about how our mates are our mirrors. And they are. But it's not just your mate. It's everyone close to you who you interact with on a daily basis. That includes family and good friends. Now, that does not mean you are identical. What that means is this. I'm going to use Kim and Pete and Kanye. That way I don't step on anyone's toes that I care about. Kim has an energy about her and within her that creates conditions for mentally troubled and disturbed people to come to her. She is a magnet for it. That's the type of mirror Iyanla Van Zant was talking about. So, getting back to Pete Davidson, both Pete and Kanye have got to be on medication for their conditions. Okay. Now, things have been said about Kim, but what energies she may hold, because energies are not just around us, they come from within us as well. I don't know. I don't know. She very well may be caring and sharing, have a type of healing. Healers attract troubled people also. I don't know if, all I know of Kim Kardashian is what I see on Instagram and in the news and the gossip sheets. How real is that? We both know how real that is. But she may be a healer. Healers are prone to attract troubled people. About that mirror, though, when you look up and you wonder who that stranger is snoring in your face, that's the person that you attracted. Your energies pulled into your life because the word is conducive. Not matching necessarily, but conducive. Think about that. Think about it that way. Why do empaths attract narcissists? Because their caring and intuitive nature, their loving nature, sets them up to be the perfect target for a narcissist. And when they turn that loving, caring, sharing nature off, or shut the empathy down, the narcissist goes into a state of shock, and then they have to run away because the energy's changed. They can't suck you dry anymore. But that's just something I saw. I just saw this less than 5 minutes ago, literally, because it's 5:05 on this clock, and I just read the article. So let me take a peek at Pete Davidson. He's in therapy now, trauma therapy. But I think what really sent him over the edge was that last what do you call it, post from Kanye West. Skeet Davidson, 28, dead. That was vicious, Kanye. That was vicious, boy. I think he scared Pete Davidson to death. So let's take a look and see what's going on with Pete Davidson. Of course, Kim is upset. But who cares about your upset? Anytime somebody has to go in therapy after something that was said on social media. I think it was on Instagram. But didn't I just say married people stay out of married people's business? I don't care if they haven't been separated if they haven't been divorced for 5 years, leave them alone. This is just Grand Madam. If you don't want any mess in your life, leave them alone. What is really going on with Pete Davidson? Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson from SNL. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson. Borderline personality. Pete Davidson. He's been triggered. Pete Davidson. I'm using the Shamanic Healing Oracle card. I love these new cards. They don't come with a booklet, but you really don't need them. What's going on with Pete? What's going on with Pete? What's going on with Pete? Okay. I got my tarot team here. Holy moly. One moment, something I forgot. Thank you for holding. Pete Davidson. First card we have duality. Now that's interesting. Now I said he was borderline. Can you see that? Now I'm wondering if he isn't a little bipolar himself. I'm hearing that he can be at odds with himself also. That's something else. Okay, moving into balance. Trying to getting his head right. Masculine energy. This is him. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have, can you see these? Retreat. Letting go. And grounding. Okay. This is grounding, going to ground. All right. Put these over here. Okay. What is the duality? Ooh. Cards. What is duality? Or I should say, what is the trauma? Well, we'll see. What is the trauma? What's going on with Pete Davidson? Now, this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed clinician of any type. I just read this information. I just read in the article that Pete Davidson is supposed to be, or he makes no bones about talking about his borderline personality. That I've heard it talked about and said that Kanye West is bipolar. I'm not doing a diagnosis under any circumstances, even though I could, but not legally. Okay? I am not licensed for that. Duality. What is duality? What is duality? And this is Pete Davidson. Hangman. He's at full stop right now. That's interesting. He's at full stop. What does that mean? He's suspended. He's not doing anything new. He's not coming or going anywhere. Public announcements, public expression. I'm not doing anything. Uh-huh. Yeah, we see. That's the news article I read this morning. Okay, and this is where he'll find his victory. So he's gonna be quiet. He's gonna be quiet. He's gonna step out of the news. What that has to do with duality? Well, that's not. Like I said, I'm wondering if he isn't also bipolar or being borderline, hopping from one side to the other. Bipolar, you have your emotional highs, your emotional lows. Borderline, you see things this way, then see things that way. It can be very complicated, and either way you look at it, the thinking is like distorted to the point. Well, we're not going to. So, movement into balance. Yeah, he's definitely off balance. I'm gonna just do a general reading. I'm not going to clarify any of these oracle cards. They say what they said. It's clear. Right now, Pete Davidson is going into retreat. He has to heal. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Is it from? I don't believe he really understood or the whirlwind he was walking into when he started dating Kim. The whole mess with Kanye, the whole manipulations to get some what free content for the show. None of that. He wasn't expecting any of that. He thought he was going to just have a good time with a pretty girl like he usually does. And it did not work out that way. So I'm going to let's focus on what's going on with Pete right now. He's going to be fine. It's going to take time. It's going to take months. It's going to take months. A good thing he pulled out when he did. You can take that any way you want it. But yeah, because he probably felt himself slipping. And it's like, whoa. Found himself missing medication. Not, skipping. Being a little off. We have the Page of Cups. We have a slight offering here, a small offering. And we have a separation. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. And we have another page here. This is regarding money. Mention some money. Pages are not just announcements, but they are also children. Whatever was offered for his services was too small. And he's trying to hold on to his money. He was with the wrong woman that time. Judgment has been made. He must have a praying mother because it took the heavens to come and get him out of that. And I keep saying you can't do everything for $1 now. Definitely has to work on confidence again. I didn't know this guy was this messed up. This is hurt and some other stuff. Everything must change. Here's another major arcana card. Everything must change. Everything is changing now. What in the devil did he go out there and get himself into? I'm coming from a mother's perspective now. Boy, what the hell have you done? Okay, here's King of Pentacles. Here's a concern because that could be him. He's got his pentacles now. Again, the theme is repeated rest. This is the Four of Swords. You know what? No, it's something I just saw. This wasn't even out the corner of my eye. I'm going to have to clear my house out. I've got some uninvited visitors. They're going to have to go. Choices have to be made. It's like someone... Well, he was... I'm quite sure he was manipulated into doing some things. And here at the top we have the Ace of Swords. There. You can see that better right there. Truth came out. And it was a double-edged sword. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say, I'm aiming this at the gentleman out here. You males out there thinking you can hit it and quit it and just go and bounce your merry old way because you guys, you and she agreed to it. It's not always like that. And it's not always that clear cut. Why? Because you don't know who you're dealing with. That's why. You never know who you're dealing with. Uh, that's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that. You think you're in control. You think you're the one who's empowered, and you're not. And what if she is a total, beautiful, soft-spoken, submissive psychopath? Which is what I think. Oh, never mind. And I think I have seen a couple of them, and yes, the men are dead. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Take your time. Develop a relationship with somebody of these women out here. If they're not your cup of tea, you leave them alone. Okay, now, here we are coming together with a contract. We're on the same page here. We have this nice friendship. We can do certain things. We can make money together. We can make honey together. This is all Pete stuff. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That little rant I did for the gentlemen, for the males, and it goes for females too, but we're much more careful than they are. They're a bit reckless with their stuff, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Talk about signed a contract with the devil. Through sex. It's out here everywhere. Something saved him. A lot of things are going on. Things are moving too fast for him. And he couldn't control it. He couldn't hold on to it. He just didn't understand what was happening. It was all money oriented. And this is an emotional challenge here. This was about the money. Yeah. All those little crafty manipulations and things and this happening, that happening. It was carving out some type of money project, which was fine for a little while until it wasn't. See, it's always fine for a little while until it wasn't. Ow. The marriage card? Pete went out there, like so many people do, and ran into someone. It was so beautiful, so enticing. And by the time it was all over, now he wants a traditional relationship. Oh! Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The ultimate manipulator. I still don't see any cards of love. Well, Two of Cups, that can also be read as a contract. Little given, Page of Cups. But my boy is laid out on some psychiatrist's couch taking his medication if he's not been just gone into retreat and just get away from everything for right about now. I don't see any love or any passion to do this to this man at all. What I do see are things happening quickly, out of his control, decisions made out of his control, actions taken regarding money out of his control. This can also be a sign of self-agency, but that's going to come down the road for him. That is in his control, but not quite right now. And here's something else. This is my magician card, my hoodoo card, my witchy card, out of his control. And so now, oh, I forgot this. Things have changed. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I just caught that. Wait a minute. I'm counting major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. This 6. This is 6. So, when you have 5 or more major arcana, your life will change after this. Your life changes. This is a life-changing event. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is also. Out here, he's got 6 arcana on this table. So whatever Pete Davidson went through, or is going through, he was of sound enough mind to pull himself out of it and go get some help. Much blessings and much love to you, Pete. And to Kim and Kanye, too. But you have to let them be who they are. It wasn't all fun and games. All fun, frivolous, frolicking turned into something much more. I'm not going to say sinister. I'm going to say something totally unexpected that was not conducive to your health and well-being. Okay? And I'll leave it at that. Okay? This is Grand Madam. I hope this reading makes sense because I was all over the place, but right now so is Pete. But he's going to be good. And Kim and Kanye are going to be doing the same old stuff they've been doing. Okay? But, and that's another thing. When you get involved with people who are that much older than you, that can be problematic in ways you never understand. All right. Much love.